Rameshwaram and we booked a hotel room, and this seems like a very nice fancy hotel and it's not that expensive.
It is expensive because of Srikanth. It is inexpensive.
This kind of hotel in Hyderabad or Bangalore might cost you at least 8,000, 9,000 rupees for a night. Check this room out. Srikanth didn't see this. Let him see it. He doesn't like hotels and all. That's the room. Nice hotel room. It's called SS. It's called SS Grand Rameshwaram. He always does camping. Traveling with me, he's also getting used to this stuff. No, actually, I'm also fine camping and all, but just for the bikes, you know. We had that is like bike parking rental. It's just 1,900 bucks.
We bargained.
We actually bargained a lot. They said 2,500.
Not 2,500. Including taxes, it is 3,900.
Including taxes is 3,900.
That means we are doing good.
We bargained it for 1,900, inclusive of everything.
That means
but that too because of the bikes. Only because of the bikes.
These are the expenses, man.
No, seriously, when we left the bikes outside, now people are like flocking around it. We are getting a bit tensed. Fine.
Surprise! Surprise!
We can see. Awesome. Right in front of our window. There are our bikes. Literally. So we can watch our bikes all the time. 1,900 worth it. Now the pakka worth it. Look at him talking. We're gonna sleep like properly, and tomorrow we're gonna hit the roads. Chennai. He's gone mad now. Trance mein. And one more important thing. Food is damn cheap. Is it cheap here, or because we're coming from Hyderabad, from a metro city, feeling it that way? Most expensive thing here in food is
130 paneer kofta.
Paneer kofta, 130. Hyderabad may be around 170, 180. Yeah. But the usual stuff you have, you know, tea, coffee and all this are like 30, 35 bucks. Pretty decent. We paid 50 bucks there, remember? Krishnagiri mein we paid 50 bucks, 30 rupees. He's like getting so excited now, right? But he's not this. He loves camping and all that. Ye pura overaction hai. This is not him.
Luxury is good, yeah.
It is good, but don't get used to it. Actually, you know, we're both feeling excited right now. Forget about this hotel, you know, parking and all. Not this. The way we experienced Dhanushkodi, that was like insane. Absolutely. We were like in tears looking at that beach, looking at the two oceans merging together. Amazing, man. Like, no words for it.
It's end of the 4th day on roads. See energy.
And more exciting is tomorrow we're bloody gonna ride for 700 kilometers. Chennai.
One eternity later.
Today is day 5 and we are leaving Rameshwaram. The time is around 9 o'clock. I'm feeling a little bit funny. Last night we had some dinner here. I don't know what happened. Feeling a little bit pukish. Now I'm fine. Better, much better. And somehow both of us didn't sleep well. The room is amazing and all, the bed is amazing and all, but somehow we did not get sleep. Like we woke up around 3 a.m. From that time onwards, it was like a disturbed sleep. So yeah, now we're leaving from Rameshwaram to Chennai. Hopefully we'll reach Chennai in 10 or 11 hours max. And check out this. We can always check our bikes from here. That's like a great thing. You see the bikes there? We definitely recommend this place. Food was like okay. Food could be definitely better, but stay wise. The building you see on the right is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam National Memorial. This one. We just stopped here at Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's memorial, and this is like quite an amazing place, guys. Like if you come to Rameshwaram and if you really admire such a personality, you have to visit this place. It gives you that nice feeling of a proud Indian, you know. If you do something like insanely great in your country, this is how you're treated. Your memorial being built in at least 10 acres. And that's where we parked our bikes. And this lady was taking care of it.
Lemon sweet soda.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, she even took care of our helmets and the bikes. So no worries about parking. Thank you. And man, it's so insanely hot. It's like 35 degrees at least, and the time is just 11 AM. Much required. He also helped, huh?
Both of them were.
Oh, so these both, they helped in building this memorial. Map Chennai. Bye bye, take care. We are on the way to hit Chennai. 10 hours. Map says 9 hours, 50 minutes. We should reach. If we don't stop, we reach by 9 PM in the evening, but I mean in the night. But obviously in this kind of heat, we can't travel so much, so we'll be taking at least 3 hours of break. We'll ride as much as possible, and whenever we feel like we need a halt, we'll just stop. I think that is how you have to do rides. If you put a destination, if you're planning to hit that destination in a certain target in a certain time, you'll always feel stressed because you can't accomplish it, and you want to accomplish it, you put all your energies, don't stop properly, and that is the time when you get stressed. And guys, take a look at this ocean on the both sides for the last time. We're leaving Rameshwaram. Standard rule of India. Standard rule of India, you can stop on the right and there on the left. We are on this East Coast Road right now, and there is a little bit of cloud cover and it feels so nice. Arre, chale gaya. There is one more patch. At least that much of cloud cover every now and then, it will give you nice relief. That time you will understand the importance of shade. We have to take a left from there actually. Google shortcuts are like these, you know. This is the ECR. Max 1 hour we're gonna ride, and then we'll be taking rest, guys, because it's really hot. You can't ride in this kind of weather. 33 degrees as of now. In another 1 or 2 hours it'll be 36, 37, and then it gets like uncomfortable and stressful. The ride till now has been a bit hectic, guys. The roads were not so great, but the roads are like a bit patchy and you know, Goa types. So a little bit stressed. I think another 30 kilometers or something, and we'll be touching the main national highway.
One step is all it takes to get us moving anywhere.
Okay, we just took a detour from the highway inside. Look at the scorching sun. We are trying to find a nice tree somewhere. Time is around 3:30. At least 1 hour we need some rest, guys. It's horrible to ride now. You know, the sun keeps draining your energy like crazy.
In every single way, we're doing this together. Every step we take, closer to each other. So much to discover.
We just stopped here to not to have fun. That is a highway, by the way. We came here because it's like super hot. We need some proper rest, and we just had lunch, so you know, we're feeling very sleepy, and I don't think it's a good idea to ride around this time. Like temperatures around 39 degrees. So Srikanth is setting up the mat there. We're gonna sleep for some time. I don't know if we're gonna sleep, but we need some rest. This guy is up to something actually. Okay, so first we plan to just sleep on a mat like this. That was the initial plan, but now check this out.
That's our home.
Our home for some time. That's our home actually. We're literally living for hours together on that bike. But he needs to change his bike. That is a nice bike. You know how is he riding? When there is like a straight stretch, he's hitting like 100, 110. But whenever there is a turning or whenever there's a U-turn you have to make, he's like done. He'll be like, I'm not gonna make a U-turn. And especially when there are like lorries and all, you know, huge trucks on the road, if we have to overtake, he's like literally riding the bike like a ship. He's leaning all the sides, trying to pull the bike left and right. I'm like watching him from piche. When I cross a truck, till then he'll be behind me. Once I cross a truck, he's lost. He'll come after like 10 minutes. That is like I think that's a problem with this particular bike. I don't think it's so bad. Maybe other GTs are fine, because this one I don't know why he's not able to turn it. You know, he's not able to filter, you know. Heavy handle, front weighted, all that I know because I come from a Benelli, but this is like too much. It feels like he's sailing a ship, literally. He jumps left and right to, you know, just filter. Anyways, we're removing the tent now. I'll just go and help him and then we'll hit Chennai. 400 kilometers. Proper night ride once again. Srikanth, we need to invest in that. You know, self-lubing. It is a bit expensive, but if you don't want to worry about lubing the chain all the time, then that's better. This is like every 300-400 kilometers. It's been what, 400 kilometers since we've lubed the chain, and actually it's not required. We can do it like every 600. But let's do it because we have a long way to go now, 400 kilometers. Actually, I have the G-roller. I can put that here and lube the chain, but the surface is not that great, you know. As you can see, the sun has gone down and it feels much better to ride like this, man, seriously. Without a single break, as per Google, we should reach by 12 AM in the night, 12:15 AM in the night. Udhar dekho, 401 kilometers Chennai, here we come. किसी को पूछना, we need to ask someone, उसको पूछो, अन्ना NH Highway. These intersections are always confusing. From here it's like a proper 4-lane, so no issues at all. And it is like this till almost Chennai. And man, suddenly it is like very cold, like chilled. You can see the temperature has gone down to 22 degrees. This time is almost 11 in the night. 100 kilometers from Chennai and we are dead sleepy. Are you sleepy? More than sleepy, it's so cold. Everything is fogging up. The visor, his glasses. Helmet visor is a tinted one, so that's the problem. Anyways, 100 more kilometers. I think we'll reach another 1 hour max. It should happen. 12:45 AM, midnight. This is the kind of traffic we have.
Niye, na niye, niye.